Right now, as you read this, Meta has a feature sitting fully built, fully tested, and permanently switched off, because turning it on would collapse their ad business. And the FTC, the agency that forced Meta to give users more control over their own data, has no idea it exists. Not because Meta hid it from regulators after the fact, because Meta buried it before regulators ever asked the question. This is the story of a tool called Project Clarity, and why the one feature that could have saved Meta's reputation is the one feature Meta will never ship. Meta's ad model runs on a mechanism called Advantage Plus, paired with something most users have never opened: the off-Facebook activity dashboard. Officially, it exists so you can see which outside apps and websites send your data back to Meta. It's marketed as transparency. In reality, it shows you a fraction of what's collected: app opens, purchase signals, page views, while the actual targeting engine runs on a much deeper layer. Inferred interests, relationship status guesses, income bracket estimates, built from signals you never see and never consented to in any specific sense. The dashboard is the public face. Project Clarity was supposed to be what's underneath it. Internal testers described Project Clarity as the true value screen. Instead of showing you 3 websites that pinged Meta, it would show you the actual inferred profile advertisers bid against, every predicted trait, every category you've been silently sorted into, and critically, the estimated dollar value your profile generates per year. Early test groups reacted exactly how you'd expect. They didn't just adjust settings. They deleted profiles. They disabled ad personalization entirely. Full transparency didn't build trust, it triggered exit. And that's the part nobody reported. The feature worked too well. It proved that most users, given the real picture, would opt out completely. Internally, the projected ad revenue impact wasn't a rounding error. It was existential. Project Clarity was shelved indefinitely, its findings sealed, and its existence never disclosed to the one body that actually had legal standing to ask about it. That body is the FTC. Under the 2012 and 2020 consent orders, Meta is required to give users meaningful transparency into data use and a genuine ability to control it. The FTC accepted the off-Facebook activity dashboard as compliance, but a consent order can only govern what a regulator knows to ask for. The FTC never subpoenaed internal product testing data. It never asked whether Meta had built and killed a more transparent alternative. Consent orders regulate disclosed systems, not shelved ones. Meta didn't break the law by burying Project Clarity. It exploited the exact boundary of what the law requires it to reveal. And here's the mechanism that makes this unstoppable. It isn't a firewall or an algorithm. It's a legal category. In the US, there is no requirement that a company disclose features it chose not to launch. Antitrust and consumer protection law govern deployed products and public claims, not internal R&D. Meta's lawyers know this. Every major platform's lawyers know this. So the moment Project Clarity proved it would gut ad revenue, it stopped being a product decision and became a liability decision. And liability decisions get buried in design reviews, not press releases. There is no whistleblower requirement, no mandatory disclosure trigger, nothing that forces Meta to admit, we built the honest version and killed it. The FTC can only regulate what becomes visible. Project Clarity was engineered, by definition, to never become visible. That's not a bug in the oversight system. That is the oversight system, functioning exactly as the law allows, and it's still sitting there, dormant, reusable the moment Meta needs a transparency PR win that costs them nothing because they'll ship a diluted version, never the real one. So what does this mean for you, scrolling right now? The off-Facebook activity page you can check today is not the whole picture. It was never designed to be. It's the version tested to keep you engaged, not the version tested to give you an exit. Somewhere in Meta's internal systems, there is a live working estimate of your profile's dollar value, built from inferences you never approved, and you are legally entitled to none of it. Not because the technology doesn't exist. It does. It's built. It passed testing. It's just switched off, waiting, filed under a project name you were never supposed to hear. So ask yourself why a company spends real engineering time building the one feature guaranteed to lose it money, tests it, confirms it works exactly as designed, and then locks it away instead of destroying it. You don't archive a failed idea. You archive one you might need later, which raises the only question that matters. Later for what? And who inside Meta is the one holding the key to turn Project Clarity back on?